Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, I want to say hi. My name is Monica. I post videos all about personal finance, all about investing for beginners, stimulus checks, all about budgeting during a crisis. So if you are interested in topics like those, you already know what to do. Be sure to subscribe down below to this channel. Also, please like this video and turn on your post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. So I can't continue making these stimulus check update videos without acknowledging what is going on in our world right now. It's not right. It's not right for Black people to be killed at an alarming rate. We are disproportionately killed in terms of the virus as well as in terms of police brutality. It's not right for Black people to be killed on live television day in and day out and for nothing to be done about it. We saw a man die before our eyes. We saw a man calling out for his life. We saw him calling for his mother for 8 minutes while a police officer had his knee on this man's neck. This man was restrained. He had handcuffs, he was pinned to the ground, and yet this officer felt it was appropriate to have his knee on his neck for 8 minutes. And we all saw it, all across the world. The whole world saw it. It happens again and again, way too often. And the main reason this happens is because of money. We can all understand money. We have all been watching the stimulus check updates, the stimulus package updates. We know how it feels to not have received our stimulus check yet. We know how it feels to have received our stimulus check, spent it all, and are still in need because we're unemployed or because our hours have been cut or because we just don't make enough. Money is what drives our world, and more specifically, our country. Our system was designed for things like this to happen to Black and brown people. And it all starts with the wealth gap in the United States. The net worth of a typical white family is nearly 10 times more than that of a Black family. In 2016, research shows a typical white family having a net worth of $171,000, while a Black family has an average net worth of $17,150. These huge gaps in wealth between Black and white households is the result of years of discrimination, racism, and inequality in our country. Black people were not even able to buy a home or get a business loan until the mid to late 90s. The Black to white wealth gap reflects a society that has not and does not afford equality of opportunity to all of its citizens. Overall, statistics show more violent crime happens in communities with a lot of poverty. And it's not a coincidence that more often than not, Black and brown families are living in poverty. Now, people living in households in the US that have an income level below the federal poverty threshold have more than double the rates of violent victimization compared to individuals in high-income households. That means the poorer your neighborhood, the more likely there are to be violent crimes in your neighborhood. So on the one hand, we have Black people who are just being able to get a loan for a business, get a loan for a home in the late to mid 90s. For both whites and Blacks in the US, the overall pattern of being in poverty with the highest rates of victimization was consistent. Meaning that if you are in a poor neighborhood, whether you're Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever the case is, if you are living in a poor neighborhood, in a poor community, you are more often than not going to be around lots of crime, lots of violence, and that's not a coincidence. Now, the level of poverty in one area absolutely impacts that same area's crime rate. Although there are factors to committing crime, poverty is a big one. We need to use our resources to help solve issues like poverty, to raise income levels in different communities, because this will all lead to a positive change in crime and result in a lower crime rate, meaning less instances of things like what happened to George Floyd. Also, cops are known to keep a track record of their statistics because it helps when it comes time for promotions. So if cops want to have good stats, where are they more likely to get these stats from? Poor Black and brown neighborhoods where the crime rates are so high. Also, our justice system constantly slaps cops on the wrist for doing the wrong thing. Repeatedly. I mean, how many times are we supposed to see a cop kill a Black man on television and not do anything about it. Our law allows cops to slide through because of technicalities or because of wording, and they're able to fly by without any repercussions. I think the mixture of the stay-at-home orders, unemployment, quarantine, stimulus not coming, stimulus checks, bankruptcies, and so much death happening in the past 3 months, people are just tired. People have had enough. I live in New York City where there are daily protests. We are starting to have a curfew as of this week. Now, let me be clear. I don't believe that small businesses should be looted. I don't believe that small businesses, specifically Black-owned small businesses, are being harmed and hurt during all of this. So I think there needs to be more organization in terms of the protests. I mean, if the goal is to honor all of the Black lives that are lost, we're not doing that by pillaging and looting Black-owned businesses or small businesses. I do believe most of our power is going to be with our dollar. Where you choose to spend your money has the loudest impact of it all. If you choose not to support businesses, companies that do not support you and do not stand behind something, that's a form of protest. It is not right to see Black and brown people killed as if it's a normal thing all the time. Our police officers need to be trained in how to de-escalate situations. Our police officers need to have monthly, if not weekly, trainings on how to handle different situations. This man didn't even have his day in court. He didn't even have a chance to prove his innocence because he was killed point blank, period, on camera. It's unjust, it's not right, and it needs to stop. Now, if anyone knows any ways that I can help as a form of protest against everything that's happening in our country, please let me know in the comments down below. This video is my form of protest, sharing with you information, sharing with you the facts, using my voice, my platform to talk about the wrong things that are happening in our country, the injustices. So please sound off in the comments below ways that we can support each other and just help. I normally do post my stimulus check updates, but I don't think it's right for me to just not acknowledge what's going on in our world, because it's you can't turn on the news without seeing it. It's in your face. You have to look it in the face, acknowledge it, and know that it's wrong. And we all know that it's wrong. And the simple fix is indict the people who are doing the wrong thing repeatedly, because when you don't, you're showing the people that it's okay. That killing a man on TV is okay. Cops killing Black and brown people every day, all the time is okay. And it's not. So that is the end of my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your ways that you will be helping to protest and to fight against this in the comments down below. And that's the end of this video. Bye, guys.